Hey there smartphone fans, welcome back for another honest hands-on review here in Smartphone Wars, the place where I review all those budget Chinese brands you probably never heard of but you should have. And today I have the third generation Ulefone Power, the Ulefone Power 3, with all the modern specs, 18:9 display, 6000 mAh battery, USB type C, and the battery really 6000 mAh, it really does deliver. And this is the Ulefone Power 3, that's right, third generation budget battery phone with very decent specs. Now, as you can probably tell, the new 18:9 display is really the thing that stands it apart from other budget phones. There's a very nice phone here and it has a tremendously great package. You get USB type C cable, fast charging charger. You also get micro USB to USB type C converter, 3.5mm headphone jack to USB because there is no headphone jack on this phone, and an OTG cable as well. So you have a pretty complete package. Oh, and you also get a silicone case. I forgot to put that in the video. Alright, oh well. You also get a silicone case for the phone. Right, so the Ulefone Power 3, powered by the Helio P23 Octa-Core chip with higher than Full HD 6-inch resolution, the new 18:9 standard. It does have Android 7.1.1 Nougat, and the specs are all real there. 6GB of RAM, 64GB of internal storage, which is expandable, and it does have a 16-megapixel Samsung sensor on the back and an 8-megapixel Samsung sensor on the front. The phone also has all the sensors you need, like gyroscope, magnetometer, compass, and proximity sensors as well. As far as benchmark goes, this is a pretty decent phone, and now with most Helio P23 devices are reviewed, and definitely worth a very good bang for the buck because it sells for, I think, below $200 right now. The phone, although 6000 mAh battery, is light, around 200 grams, and the back is made out of burst metal. But now let's talk more about this battery life thing here. So the 6000 mAh battery is absolutely real and it absolutely lasts a very long time. You always get over 10 hours of screen on time on a single charge with heavy usage, mainly between 10 and 12-13 hours of real display on usage. That's right, that's browsing the web, gaming included and such. And this phone has an excellent GPS. The Helio P23 device is a superb GPS navigation tool. MediaTek have actually vastly improved their GPS in this latest generation, and the phone does support all the LTE bands in Asia and Europe, but it's very limited to support in the United States and Canada, so do check if your operator supports these bands. The software experience is very light and very stock like. This is basically vanilla Android, nothing really much added. Same icon pack with default by Android, very light. This helps a lot with performance because this phone runs very smooth on it. And the Android 7.1 Nougat has a few really neat tricks up its sleeve, like the pull up app drawer, which is really cool, flashy and light to use, and the kind of force touch thing when you hard press on some of the apps and you get like some basic features which you can access without really getting into the app itself. Now the phone offers dual nano SIM card and the support for 4G LTE, as I've mentioned, and it also has face unlock feature, but it's really not very secure and not very good, so I do recommend you use the rear fingerprint scanner because it's definitely the way to go if you want better security and better accuracy for unlocking. The phone, as you can see here, comes with a December security patch, so this is pretty good. I don't think even Sony, like really the most expensive phones, have already had newer patches on this, so this is very nice when it comes to security. And what about general real performance of the Ulefone Power 3 in your everyday life? How does it do? Well, with that light Android skin and Helio P23, the performance of this phone is very good. RAM management as well is also quite decent. Now, don't expect this to run as good as a Snapdragon 835, but it definitely, the user experience feels very close with the Helio P23 to definitely in the lines of Snapdragon 625 recent devices, and really comes close to flagship devices from a year ago like Snapdragon 820 powered like Samsung S6 or the LG G5 for instance. So this is a very smooth working fast phone we're talking about when it comes to daily life performance. And of course you do have access to split screen multitasking, however the windows are not resizable, so you can get half and half screen. But the phone actually doesn't struggle at all with like browsing a few pages and playing YouTube, so this is pretty decent performance we're talking about here. But all about gaming, and here is running one of the latest games on the Android Play Store, which is the Tekken for Android, and it runs it quite well. As you can see, the graphics are very nice. There is a few slowdowns, but the Helio P23, although higher than Full HD resolution, really does handle gaming good, if not better than the Snapdragon 625. And this is World War Heroes 2, one of the heaviest games on the Android Play Store. It's a first-person shooter. As you can see, the graphics are really nice. It's running on average settings here, and the performance was really quite good with the Ulefone Power 3, in line with the other Helio P23 devices I've reviewed. So the Power 3 is a capable gaming device, but due to its thinner back shell, the device did get a bit warm when I was gaming for like 15-20 minutes. And now here's all the bad things I didn't like about Ulefone Power 3, starting with the audio quality from the speakers. It's low, and there really is devoid of any bass for me. And it's not just the speaker quality, it's the earpiece volume as well. It was a bit low to my liking, and when I was in a louder environment, I couldn't very well hear what the other person was saying to me on the phone. My biggest gripe, however, with the Power 3 is its build quality, because it looks very cheapish. The back is made of metal, but it's really thin, and I didn't like all the painted things on it, like the Ulefone Power logo and the silver linings on the top and bottom, which I think will definitely come off in like a week or two of usage and start to peel off. The camera lenses is plastic and it's definitely very scratchable, and the buttons were a bit too wobbly to my liking. You can always say that the metal for this phone feels more like plastic than metal to me. Just really not in line with good budget phones in that price range, especially like the Oukitel K6 and the Meizu M6s. So this is really not the best build quality phone, and I think it will definitely hurt the durability in the long run here. The other thing that I really didn't like was the display brightness and color gamut. Even the best like videos I've put up on this display, really the colors looked a bit dull. The blacks are very deep, the whites are good, but just green, like the color range was very limited on this display for me in general, and the display brightness could definitely be better, and the display was like really glossy outside, reflecting a lot of light. And the camera experience on the Ulefone Power 3. First of all, the second camera on this phone is probably fake, because it offers a softer bokeh effect. I think it's not used at all. The 16 megapixel Samsung camera on the back can shoot full HD video. The shutter speed on this phone is very fast, even in low light conditions, so no problems there. In indoor shots, the quality is definitely okay, but come outside and there is like natural light, and the colors all get really washed out. I mean, the color accuracy on this phone is very poor. It does like it when you have artificial light, the colors are much better, and it does actually provides a decent low light performance for the price. But shooting in broad daylight, especially when there is like a lot of sunlight, just really makes the colors look very dull, and the pictures are very lifeless in general. And the same thing is absolutely with the front camera. Maybe it's due to the camera settings or the very cheap lenses the Ulefone used. As a camera experience, sheer quality, the quality is not bad, and the front camera really does offer front-facing flash, which really works, but the pictures just look a bit lifeless to me. The video quality was pretty decent, I would say, for a full HD view, but again, as you can see, the color accuracy is not really there. Everything is just bland, really, just doesn't look very cool when you actually shoot it with the phone. So this has been it for my Ulefone Power 3 review. It's a decent budget phone that does offer good battery life, specs and performance, but ultimately for me fails in build quality and audio quality here. You can buy the phone from the link in the description below. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and of course subscribe to my channel for more honest hands-on reviews like this. This has been Stephen Fox. Peace out.